got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough, you wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
Good evening to everyone. Africa, India. I don't know how many countries we have globally, but I heard from the team that I'll be addressing around 60,000 participants globally. So that's really awesome, but I don't really see you, but I know you see me. And I hope you still remember me. I want to greet you a happy New Year to everyone. But you know what's so amazing with this new year is that we have so much expectation that new year would be, new year. This new year I'm going to do something great. So people normally would do resolutions, Kalai. I'm going to lose 40 pounds. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to learn a language and all of these things. And sometimes we really complicate matters. Wherein, why does it have to be? Why do we have to wait for 1 year until the end of the year and have an anticipation of the new year? Right? In fact, Vijay would put it, that's arrogance to think that I'm going to, it's even arrogant to think that you're going to live until the next week. In fact, it is said, Dave, that today, Kalai, is the most important day of your life. Why is that? Because this day would never be repeated again, Dave. You cannot repeat the day you have today. So today is always a new year, it has to be always a new year for us. Today you have a whole clean slate and you are in control. Not of your surroundings, not of anybody, but you are control of yourself in terms of decisions you would be making for today. So the question here, and there must always be a sense of urgency for us, because one, in truth, we don't know how long we're going to be. We know people die, they reach 90, but we also hear sometimes people die young. I have friends who died younger. My father died younger than me. You don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody has a contract how we're going to be in this apartment called the body for how long we're going to be. So if we don't know, then we should always be looking at, hey, would this the day I'll die? There's always this movie. Huh? Would this be the good day to die? Because you want to have a good day to die. And what would be a good day to die? That I've loved, that I made a decision not to be angry. I made a decision to be a nice person. Because all of this, Devaraj, these are decisions you have in control. To be angry is a decision. To love someone is a decision as well. Right? So, what are the intentions we have? What do you really want to have in your life, which could be just today? It could just be today. Now, how difficult it is to plan your 24 hours. If this is your last day, how are you going to be spending it? Worrying? Right? How are you going to be spending it? Collecting material things? In fact, I'll tell you, you could have all the material things in the world, but if you've not loved anyone in your life, it's useless. We have this decision. We could love our children. We could love our husband, our wife, our friend. It's a decision we make every day. But the thing is, see, we get so hung up with the trivial matters, because the trivial matters are the one that gives us these distractions. It's the one that keeps us in the illusion that we're going to live forever in this world. And that is that is really the what do you call this? That is the most dangerous comfort zone you and I could have, is that I'm gonna live long. Why is that? If you have like you're thinking you're gonna live until 90, oh my God, I have all the time. I could waste. I have all the time to waste. Why? Hey, most people live until 90. My mother is 93, so I'm thinking, I still have a good 30 years. But I don't know that because my brother didn't last 90. My brother just died 2 years ago. Most of you know my brother. He died 2 years ago. He's 10 years older than me. So now I could be thinking, what if I have just 10 years? Who knows? So then it becomes different. It becomes different. We would not then the little things, the dramas in life, the people saying this about you, you worrying about your looks, you worrying about the gossips people make about you, what they say, the status quo, your office, your Rolexes, I should this that, becomes like, seriously, is that what you're gonna be thinking when you're like in your last day? No. So the question is, why does it have to, why do we have to wait for this? Like Dato would always say, why do you have to wait for this doctor to tell you you have 6 months to live? In fact, I have a friend who the doctor told him he had 6 months to live. So he really took life seriously, but he lived for another 5 years. But his whole perspective has changed. Now, the reason we're talking about this because you know, and people wonder sometimes that, hey, what's this got to do with doing business in QNet? Why are we talking about this? Because without having a sense of urgency, we would allow distractions to take over. That's why you could see leaders, they would always be looking at, okay, give me the bottom line. When? When do we achieve this? They don't wait. What's the deadline? When? When? When they do projects. When? They don't wait. I know most of us, and I used to in the early days, when Datu would ask me, oh, so Japa, have you done this? Oh, yeah, Datu, I'm waiting for such and such. We always like, so he told me, remove this from your vocabulary, the waiting. Why are you waiting? Did you follow up? No, I'm waiting. And that's what we do. Do you have all the time in the world to wait, Kalai? You give that time a deadline, you must go. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. Don't wait. That's why the answer, like Kalai was asking me, what's the answer to the sense of urgency? Right? How can I have this sense of urgency always, Kalai? First, I must stop procrastinating. That's number one. Okay, now how do I stop procrastinating? Do it now. So if your mind is telling you, I'll do it tomorrow, no, I have to do it now. That is your counter. Right? If your mind is telling you, I'm going to wait, no, follow up now. Because it's like this. I remember in the early days when we're, prospecting, networking, you're sitting there and you're thinking, should I call this prospect? Yeah, you're spending how many minutes? Should I call this prospect? Then you look at, probably he's still sleeping. Yeah. Then you're gonna think about it. Oh, it's lunchtime. Probably he's eating. You're always thinking that it's not the right time to call because the person is busy. You're making an assumption. Whereas, in fact, you're just looking for excuses. Okay, you're just looking for excuses not to do the things you're afraid to do, which is that to face someone, to talk to someone. You're afraid of this rejection, right? And sometimes the phone is ringing, ringing, ringing. You wish it nobody answers. Yeah, is this we all went through that. I'm calling the prospect. Is ringing. 10 ring or 3 ring. Oh, he's not there. I put down the phone. We're so scared. Why are you scared about? Because it's not urgent for you. I'll do it again next week. Probably doesn't need this. You have somebody who's got a sense of urgency, F this, nothing. There's no, what is busy? I don't care if he's busy, this is my last day. Who's not? I mean, why would he be busy? I'll tell him, hey, this opportunity might not be here tomorrow. I might not be here tomorrow. And I want to share this with you. And if you're not interested, I want to know now. I'm not going to wait till tomorrow to find out whether you're interested or not. You are in my list right now, okay? Some arrangement, master plans arrangement. You're in my list and you're my number one. I'm calling you right now and offering you this opportunity. Why would you be afraid to do that? Hear the no. No is great. Saying no is amazing. Why is that? Because then I have an opportunity to have a discussion with this guy. When they say no, I ask why? Why no? Why no? Why not? Have you tried it? You tell me. Why should I not do this business? Do you have something better? Do you have something better, Kalai, with what I've offered to you right now? Most of them, they don't have anything better. Yeah. So it's very important. And if you look at all the inspirational personality in the past, from Helen Keller, Van Dyke, so many other leaders that sometimes we would quote and read their quote. Ibrahim, was it Gibran? I forgot his name. Khalil. They all have one thing that they always know. Like about Keller, right? He couldn't hear. She couldn't speak. Yeah. But she knows she is a gift to the people who could not speak and hear. She knew that she has a purpose. She could remember your name, Kalai, right? By meeting you once. If you enter the room, she'll remember you. Let's say you enter the room after 1 year, you see her after 1 year, she doesn't see you, but she remembers you from your vibration. Isn't that awesome? She remembers people from their vibration. And in all her work, she's actually teaching the people who are seeing and hearing to see and hear. So this blind and deaf, this blind and dumb, this mute and dumb person is teaching us how to see, how to hear, how to speak. Because really, most of us, we don't see. Most of us, we don't really hear. So when we have this kind of talks, especially when we like when we speak from our heart, when you speak, when you hear me, when we share with you our moments of experiences and learnings from the past, right? We're hoping that you get to see what we saw in the early days. We're hoping you get to hear what we heard. This is really what it is all about. Dato was seeing something. He had a vision. He was seeing, but it's not there. It's not painted on my wall. But he was able to describe to me what he was seeing, what he was envisioning, right? And he shared that with me, and I saw that vision, and immediately I was hooked. From that day, we became partners. And there was just no, uh, of course, there's distractions there, but when we sit down, boom, he brings to the vision again. Then you get to see very clear the direction. So this has to take place. And New Year again, it's a great timing. Why is that? Because you know what I mean? You could have made mistakes in the past, forget about it. Here, I always say it's like if you're an artist, you're having this canvas. You know, a canvas. If you're a painter, you're having this canvas, all white canvas. Okay. And you have this all the experience you have all these paints and brushes. Okay. Now the question is, what are you gonna draw? Alay. Do you even know what you're gonna draw? Or you're just gonna, you know, what are you gonna draw? But then you say, oh, but I'm not an artist, I cannot draw. No, that's not true. Everybody could draw. Your life, okay, you are the actor in your life. Now, for the Indians who likes to watch movies, okay, you're the Shah Rukh Khan. That's what you should be. Why would you be the bystander who got run over by the rickshaw or the truck? Why would you be the nobody in the movies? Or why would you even be the bad guy in the movies of your life? This is your life. It means it's your story. You create the story of your life. This is your life, and every year, everything you do in your life, you're creating your life story. Now, if you don't like your life story right now, because your life script right now, which you wrote, you were just a guest in that movie. The guy is standing on the door, you know, was no pickup line, no line, nothing. He's just standing there, bystander. They call it in the movie extras. Probably they get paid like 100 rupees for a day. I don't know, standing there. I have been extras in the movies before in the Philippines when I die in that movie. Why did I die? Because the direct, you know, that's how the script was written. I'm not the main actor. I have to die many times. Then people don't even know your face like this. It's sad. And why are you playing that? Because you're not the main actor. So you get paid penny. Now the question is, in your own life, why would you not want to be the main actor? Which you could be. It's your life. It's your script. It's your story. Isn't it that's the theme of our thing? My life, my story, my time. Who would create that for you, Dato? The company would create that for you? No. They're not. We all have our own issues to deal with. Dato has created his life. Dato is telling us his story. Okay. And he started his time 26 years ago. And he's telling us right now, hey, Repeat this, duplicate this. Take a hold of your life. This is your time. 2025 is your time. Make it your time. Take it. Because if you don't take this 2025, okay, people will take it away from you. And you're gonna go, oh, it's like this, like this, that. It was taken, I wasn't given a chance. My office was taken away, my job was taken away, my work was taken away, oh, my prospect was taken away. Cry, cry, cry. He pirated my network, where all these stories, pathetic stories. It just shows you're not the Shah Rukh Khan of your movie. So how do great actors, how do they become great? Shah Rukh Khan was not Shah Rukh Khan in one day. He would sit down, and I know I have actor friends, they would sit down, they would sometimes stay in six months in a slum, if that's their role, and live there. They recreate this story, the character. They meditate upon their character, and they be that character. So really in life, it's a question, it's not about doing, Kalay. Some people think, oh, I have to, sometimes people would tell me, Japa, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this, how to do that. No, I'm not going to teach you how to do it. It's not about doing it. You must be it. It's about being it. You want to be a CEO, it's not about doing. It's being a CEO. You want to be a leader, be a leader. You want to be successful, be one. By being, it's all about that. Then you get to know, when you say, I must be, what does it entail? When you say, I must be, it entails changes. See? This is the last thing we'd like to do. Tell me what to do, tell me what to do, tell me how to do it. Why? Because you don't want to go through the hard thing of changing yourself. But really, what you want to be a successful networker, it's about being. It's not about doing. Be that person. Be that person that you like to be. Be that person that you see you would want to be. Be him right away, today. Not tomorrow, not the next day. Be. So you sit down every day, you write your story. This is me. And it's not faking it. If I tell you, Devaraj, today, right, I am like this. Meaning sometimes I'm introduced to someone that I'm a doctor, right? They're like this. I'm a doctor, I'm like this. Like, do you doubt them? You're not sure, right? Like, Dr. Motos introduced me before. If he's here, he said he's Dr. Dentist, something Motas, right? Of course, I'm not gonna go because he kind of like started networking, successful networking. But he was a dentist. I didn't doubt him when he told me before he was a dentist. I didn't doubt it. I respected it, because he was very clear of who he is, or who he was, or what he would like to be. If you cannot be clear with who you would like to be, then you would have a problem. Because right now, what you're seeing is right now who you are today, which might be pathetic. So when I remember humbly, when Dato brought me in before, right? He didn't see me as what I was at that time. Or else he would not sign me up. You guys would not sign me up before. Dude, you would not sign me up before. You would not. Especially if you're looking at what I was. I wasn't interested. But Dato did not see me. He saw what I could be. And that's the fortune I have because I had an upline who saw what I could be. So you can only see what your downline could be if you know who you are. So Dato has a very clear direction that time. He knew his story, he knew his plans, he knew his life, and he's now when he prospects, right, he see the gold in everyone. Just needs polishing. I bring this person. Polish. And our success is based upon that. Raising ourselves, building ourselves. And the intention must be passionate. Because really, without the intention, Dave, we don't have anything. It's all about intention. What's your intention behind it? We're not here to cheat people. So our intention must be clean and pure. It's a decision. Now, if you think being rich is by stealing, by exploiting the environment, by cheating people, then you're in the wrong business. We don't want to do business with you. But you could be a successful businessman doing the right thing. So we have to be very clear on what we would like to paint on the canvas. We would like to be clear what our story should be. We have all our different stories, of course, but those stories are so unique with you. Each of our stories is unique. You just got to sit down, and even all the experiences you had, don't be ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed. I tell people I didn't go to school. That was a story of my life. But see, I overcome it. See, it didn't stop me from becoming successful. Right? I come from a broken family. I'm not ashamed of it. I had failed marriages. I'm not ashamed of it. Because those are stories, those are like wounds in my story that made me strong. So meaning we're an open book at the same time. I don't care about people gossiping. You don't need to worry about what people would say about you. In fact, no one is thinking about you. They all have their own issues to deal with. No one is thinking about you. That's why I was at that time before I was losing my hair. And you know these stories. In the beginning, I was just like so conscious about my hair, looking in the mirror, trying to like comb whatever is missing, covering that space. So stressed out, right? And until my friend told me, own it, embrace it. He said, what am I going to embrace? Being bald? He said, yes. Because once you learn to embrace it, it becomes your uniqueness. Yeah, in the Japanese, there is what they call the kintsugi. You know what is the art of kintsugi? They would take broken jars. They would piece it together. And you know that jar becomes more expensive. It's more unique. Why? Because you would not see, because the kintsugi means embracing the imperfections, embracing the rejoicing in the imperfections you have. So they put together this jar, which was broken. Yeah, we're all broken, but if you could piece these broken glasses together, these broken pieces that you have, you're a kintsugi, meaning it's like a gem jar that is just so unique in itself. Because no broken, if you have two broken, even 100 broken bowls, jars, none of them would be exactly broken the same way. You understand this? It would all have different breaks. You all have different breaks. Don't tell me you don't have broken hearts, Claire, Ruby. You all have broken stuff. Yeah? Don't be ashamed of it. Embrace it, take it, piece it together. This is now me. This is the broken me now. No hair, okay? But the confidence I get from accepting my imperfections. I didn't realize I could go up on stage being bald at that time. That was the last thing. I was already so shy about speaking. What to speak was speaking bald. I'm like a naked. That's what I would feel. No, but so my friend told me, Japa, you got to embrace your imperfection. You know, when I learned to embrace my imperfection, I felt freedom. It's freedom. Because vanity is what's killing us. Worrying about how we look. Of course, we want to look good, and you could still look good, right? You could still look good. Even aging, you could look good. Even if you're bald, you could look good. There's no ugly person. Ugliness is just in your head. You know, there's supposedly this ugly artist, Grace Jones. I don't know if you heard Grace Jones. But she's like, wow, unique. You know what I mean? It's like character, because everybody has their own character. And you would see these actors, they're not the typical, beauty, but their character is like, wow. And they're still attractive. You understand this? It's not, there's no stereotype that is like, whoa, 38, 36, whatever, like this. No, it's not like that. That's not life. Each and every one of you are beautiful in your own imperfections. If we learn to embrace this, that's where our confidence would come. And the sense of urgency has to be, this sense of urgency has to be your engine, your fuel, to able to do things as fast as you could. Not fast in terms of trying to shortcut, but fast in terms of not wasting your time. Not wasting your time unnecessarily. And sometimes I know you'll catch yourself this because of the phone, social media world. You could just be totally, you're going to do some work, you're going to email, or you're just going to learn a language. You open up your Instagram, boom, next thing you know, you're there for an hour checking on things. Next thing you know, you're doing this, and the day has just passed, and you feel it was just like a waste. So on New Year's Day, guys, it's the New Year's just started. It's not too late. It's just what's today? January 5. Okay, 5 days. So you had the holidays over, guys. Holidays over, right? I'm sure. And this is the sad thing. New Year's Day, 31. 31. Yay! Happy New Year, Happy New Year. They get drunk the whole night. Okay? They wake up midday of January 1 with a headache of, and this is how most people receive January 1, and they thought, wow, so cool. Yesterday we were so drunk. Okay, and January 1 just wasted. Okay, you did that already, fine. But what I want you to do this starting tomorrow, after this, create your dream board. I did this from the very beginning, and I do this every year. Now I've allowed my wife to join me on this dream board. It's very exciting. You could do it with your kids, do it with your wife. A dream board, you just take this A4 paper, you tape them together, right? And you get all the garbage magazine you have, okay? And all the things you would like to achieve, you envision, right? Whether building a whatever you like to build, a house, you like probably some of you have already achieved. You might wanna you wanna drive a particular car or this or that. Just put it there. Just put it there. Because what you're doing by doing this is that you're manifesting your desires. And manifesting desire is very important. And I've seen this very effective. In the beginning, I was a bit like, I remember the first time I did a dream board 26 years ago, I was like so uncomfortable because I was feeling shit, this is like materialistic, you know? You know, I was like, this is so materialistic. Like I didn't wanna like, so I had these hang-ups. I was actually thinking that abundance is for a certain type of people. But I'm telling you right now, abundance is your birthright. God, our Father, is the wealthiest person, and we are His children. And as children, okay, we deserve, it is our right to live comfortably in abundance, not wasteful. When I say abundance, I'm not talking about being wasteful. Abundance means, you know, you're in a nice, beautiful house, nice beach, or in a lake, or in whatever, and you're enjoying the trees and abundance of food, not material things, the amenities of being comfortable. You deserve this. But most of us were thinking, no, I don't deserve. I used to think like this before. No, no, I come from a poor family. I always have to be poor. You have to break out of this. And so this board, we call it dream board, is a process of breaking out of this. Some of us could not even say, I could not even say the word before that I will be a millionaire. I couldn't say it. It's like, you know what I mean? If we were to repeat it, like, I couldn't say it because I didn't have the confidence. I didn't know that it's okay. It's my right. So I'm telling you, all of you right now, whoever is listening, it is your right to live in abundance. It is your right to be wealthy. But do it in a way where you have integrity. You didn't cheat people. In fact, you share your abundance with everyone. You're not going to take it with you. Share it with everyone. And that's what we were doing. That's what we are doing in our team in QNet with everybody, is that we would like to give you a process so that you could also be living in abundance. And we could all live in abundance. All of us. The more people who could live in abundance, great. Right? Don't allow these people who would put you down thinking Africa is a poor country. No, Africa is a very wealthy country. You were just exploited, you know, by these colonialists, and they tell you, they integrated the teaching they gave you is that you are poor. And so now we're giving you aids. In fact, they just got those facilities from you. And it happens in all countries. And I'm not going to get political here, right? But we are somehow also brainwashed by whoever colonized us before that we're just meant to be poor. So it's important for us to, this is where in the early days of networking, we teach people how to break away from this, how to have this paradigm shift of breaking away from this negative thoughts that we used to have before, because it is a stumbling block. I remember, Kala, I used to tell myself before that money is the root cause of all evil, because that's what the religious practice I was taught. I cannot be rich. Why? Because I'll be bad. You know, I'll be bad. So here I'm trying to make money, and I'm like, my inner self is against making money. It doesn't go. It doesn't work that way. There's nothing wrong with money. It's neutral. Just like a knife, you could kill someone with a knife. At the same time, you could cut vegetables with it. Use it in a nice way. So it's important for you this January, you begin with this. Let out your intention. By practice, just do it, let out your intention. What you like to achieve, your goals, look at it on a regular basis. And trust me, you'll achieve this because you've manifested it. Right? Everything that you see, everything we see, everything around us today is because it started here. It started with our intention, we manifested it. This computer, why this is here today? Because it was manifested by someone. The Zoom, somebody thought about it. Being able to Zoom with thousands of people. This is amazing. Like, this is the Back Rogers of the 2025. I used to watch this when I was a kid. Back Rogers of the 2025. It's like spaceship. They were talking on phones like this. So we're now in the Back Rogers era, 2025. We have so much facility that we could use to be successful. So really, there's no reason for you guys to be not successful. So I'd like to, encourage all of you, really encourage all of you to take control of your life, take control of the rein of the horse, right? Be the actor, the main lead in your story of your life. And 2005 is your time. Make it your time. 2005, don't expect it to be great if you don't make it great. 2005 is the same as 2004. What would be the difference? It's the same year. It's not that you're going to have additional days, right? Right? You can never add days into your life, but you could always add life in the days of your life, in the days that was sent to me by Dave Vadvani today, which is, it's correct. It's amazing, right? We cannot add days, but we could make our days full of life. And that's really what we like to achieve. And that, for me, that is success. You're already successful. You're already successful. You're already abundant as soon as you make this decision to love, to share, not to be angry, to practice humility, to be patient, to be tolerant, okay? And the rest are just, it's just, the happiness you'll receive is just amazing. It's a whole change immediately. And that's what we want to do. We want to make changes. So I hope I've somehow inspired you this beginning of 2005. And of course, we're going to all constantly be always seeing each other. We're always here. We're still going to be here. inshallah. And we'll do our best. Take everybody to this whole different world of your life, your story, your time. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great day. And I think you're still continuing this talk, yeah? And thank you for the invitation, team, to speak. It's an honor for me to be able to express myself. Beginning of the year, to all my brothers and sisters around the globe, from Africa, India, Egypt, UAE, Saudi Arabia. What are the countries I'm missing? Europe, all of these different countries. China, South America, we're coming. So, guys, 2025, there's new pasture that we're gonna be venturing into. Thank you very much.